Minasan konnichiwa, Lloyd here back again with another video, and welcome to our 4th episode of our first time in Japan vlog series. If you're new to my channel, welcome, I appreciate you. I make tech videos, product reviews, vlogs, and everything in between, so come subscribe. If you missed out on the previous 3 episodes, I'll link it down in the description so you can check those out. But for this 4th and final episode, we'll take you to a full day-ish trip to Kyoto, where we'll check out some popular hotspots, and then we'll take you guys back to Osaka to explore other parts of the area, and then head back to Tokyo via Shinkansen to conclude the series. Changing it up a little bit today as we decided to not make coffee in our room, but instead eat breakfast downstairs. Alright, time to take the JR Kyoto line and head to Kyoto. So this first train ride is from Umeda Station. It will take about 40 minutes or so to get to Kyoto Station. And then from Kyoto Station, we took a different train, and this one took about 20 minutes or so. And we are now getting off Saga Arashiyama Station. So for our first stop, we are walking to Arashiyama Bamboo Forest.
The air's different here.
The walk will take about 15 or so minutes from Saga Arashiyama Station. But that's assuming you don't get distracted like we did. Sometimes it can take longer than that, but Google Maps did say 15 minutes, but it took us about 25 minutes because of the other distractions that we encountered. So just up ahead is the bamboo forest itself. So we got here at 11:30 a.m., which is actually considered pretty late for some people. They do recommend that you get here earlier than that, like sunrise or something, to avoid the crowds. But as you guys can see, and I'm doing a time lapse here now, there's not a lot of people really. The crowds isn't so bad, and it's actually easy to get around, get some photos in and whatnot. And it's not as crowded as we thought it would be compared to like what we see on TikTok, Instagram, and sometimes even some of the YouTube videos. Alright, so for our next destination, we are heading to Kinkakuji Temple. We are taking the taxi, mainly because we missed the bus and it doesn't come until like 20 minutes later or so, and we're kind of in a time crunch since we're only here for a day trip, but also we find that it's a little bit harder to navigate Kyoto, mainly due to limited transportation options that they got around these touristy areas. Alright, so here we are. There's a designated drop-off area here for taxi riders like ourselves. The taxi ride took about 25 or so minutes, mainly because there's a little bit of traffic here and there. However though, it was pretty expensive, 4,500 Japanese yen, and would I recommend it? No, but if you are time crunched like us, then go for it. Alright, so I'm not a Japan travel guide or a Japan travel expert. Maybe someday, but most likely never. Still, let me tell you a little bit about Kinkakuji, or the Golden Pavilion here in Kyoto. It's this Zen Buddhist temple that used to be a retirement villa for a shogun in the 1300s, but then after he passed away, it became a temple, just like how he wanted it. Anyways, the top 2 floors, which is right there, and I'm also gonna zoom in later on in the video here, but they are completely covered in gold leaf, which isn't just for looks actually. It symbolizes purity and clearing negative vibes and all that stuff. But anyways, the temple sits next to a pond, and when the water's still, like today, the reflection is beautiful, as you can see. It's been rebuilt a few times after fires, and the current version has been around since 1955. It's definitely a must-see here in Kyoto and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so highly recommend you guys check it out if you are ever at this part of Kyoto. From Kinkakuji Temple, we had to take a 45-minute bus ride and head over to Nakagyo Ward. We're here for lunch and we're very excited to show it to you guys.
Oh, this looks comfy, honey.
Yeah.
And we've arrived. We are at Katsukura Sanjo Honten. So we are here for their Katsu selections, like the Hirekatsu right there. And as you can see by the price, it's really nice, you know, pretty affordable, and the portion is pretty big, so we're excited to try it.
Okay.
So I am horrible at doing food review, guys. I promise I will do better with my next Japan vlog that I'll be posting here sometime next year. But here is the food presentation, and overall 110% recommend you guys check this place out. We will definitely come back. So after lunch, we decided to head over and just walk alongside Takashi River here. We are at Kiyamachi Dori's path, but we are also gonna head over to Kamo River and cross the bridge there and whatnot. But for our next destination, we are actually heading to Ninenzaka. But before that, we actually saw this Ghibli Studio store, and so we decided to check it out, but I didn't film inside because it was so packed. But here we are at the Ninenzaka path, and we are heading towards the Starbucks coffee, which is very unique because it's got tatami floor sitting arrangement and whatnot.
I think it might be packed. Oh, there's another one. Oh wait, I think there's the one that leads there. Never mind.
Okay, so we've arrived at the Starbucks tatami floor sitting arrangement place here, and as you can see from the entrance, it definitely sets up the mood for it. However though, again, as a recap, we came here during the holiday season, so they have holiday drinks and stuff like that they were offering, and that's what we got. There's really nothing quite unique as far as like drink selection goes, but definitely the most unique part is this tatami floor sitting arrangement that we are in right now.
Sorry. I'm detouring because I want to see this view.
Oh, you're good.
So that was a pretty unique experience. If you guys are into Starbucks coffee, you know, and also some tatami floor sitting arrangement, go check it out. This structure in front of us is hard to miss. It's very famous here in Kyoto, and especially if you're strolling along the Higashiyama district, but it's the Tower of Yasaka, aka Yasaka Pagoda. It's a Buddhist pagoda located here, obviously in the Higashiyama district, and it's a 5-story tall pagoda, and it's one of the last remaining structure of a 6th century temple complex known as Hokanji. So it's also called Hokanji Temple. After a quick train ride, we are now at Fushimi Inari Station, and we are heading to Fushimi Inari Shrine. Here is the entrance. So as you can see, we came here at night, so there's not a lot of people at all. There is no entrance fee to enter Fushimi Inari Shrine here in Kyoto, and they are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. However though, if you plan to do some souvenir shopping and stuff like that, then you might be out of luck, especially if you come here at night, as those shops don't open until 9 a.m. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and let you guys enjoy this mini walking tour that I'm doing here at Fushimi Inari Taisha at night.
It's so nice to visit when there's not a lot of people. It's like dark. Yeah. This is it.
Take your feet.
Yeah, one of the lights over there, up ahead.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
As you guys can probably already tell, it's pretty eerie, pretty dark, pretty quiet, unlike the daytime hours here. And there's several people, but we're pretty scattered throughout, and so it kind of makes this place quite unique during nighttime hours. But we did not get to hike the area, mainly because, duh, it's dark. However though, and like I've been saying in my previous vlogs, and in this vlog too, we are going to be back here in Japan this coming November 2024, and so actually by the time this video is posted, we're probably already hiking this area. So be on the lookout for that, for our hike experience here at Fushimi Inari Shrine come in the next several months, or if you're watching this later on in the year, in 2025 and beyond, it's probably already posted. Alright, so that was a quick tour of Fushimi Inari Shrine at night. For our next destination, we are heading to Nintendo Kyoto.
Here, you want to take a photo?
So funny enough, Nintendo's headquarters is actually here in Kyoto and not Tokyo. But anyways, their store is quite unique. They actually have a top floor, but we did not get to enter it, mainly because we arrived here quite late and they were about to close. However though, here are some quick mini tour. They have a little bit slightly unique product offerings here compared to Nintendo Tokyo and Nintendo Osaka.
Oh, is that a coin purse?
Alright, so we are actually now back in Osaka, specifically in Dotonbori area, and we are now in line for Ichiran Ramen. This is my first time trying this out. However, though, my significant other here has tried it before, but it was the New York location and she said that it was pretty good. So she's excited to compare and contrast between the two. This is my first time here, and to be honest guys, I'm just gonna review it now. I think it's overhyped. You know, it's not. We waited for about almost an hour and a half, and I think it's not worth the wait. But that's just my honest opinion. You can get other good ramen at other places here in Japan, and yeah, they're a lot better than Ichiran Ramen. So again, if you just want to check this out for the experience factor, you know, you get to dine by yourself, kind of like this. Definitely check it out. But if you don't care much about that, and if you care more about the ramen experience, the taste, go check out some other ones.
Exploring Tokyo at this hour. Not Tokyo. What's Tokyo?
Nice. Already started.
Not bad. Not really exploring.
Several hours later. Alright, so it's our final full day here in Osaka. We are going to Mog for breakfast. It's like a mini pancake house slash breakfast place here. It's super good. Unfortunately, I did not do a full review of the food, but we'll come back here next month and I'll do a full review of the food. Shortly after breakfast, we took the train from Umeda Station to Shin Osaka Station, and here we are buying our Shinkansen tickets for Tokyo tomorrow. We are reserving green car again, mainly because we have more luggages this time since we bought a ton of souvenir and whatnot here in Osaka. So for our seat selection this time around, we are reserving D and C seats, mainly because that's where Mount Fuji is hopefully going to show up this time around from Osaka heading to Tokyo. We unfortunately did not get to see it last time heading from Tokyo to Osaka, mainly because of cloudy conditions. Alright, so as you guys can see, it kind of rained a little bit here, and I'm just doing a 360-degree view of Namba, and just to kind of show you guys what it looks like at this current state in 2023. It may have changed now in 2024 and or maybe in 2025 and beyond. For our next itinerary here in Osaka, we are heading to Kuromon Market. It's a marketplace for fresh seafood, gourmet food, and restaurants here in Osaka.
So it's just like a market, you said?
Like souvenir, food, snacks.
Matcha. It's a small market, right? I wonder why.
Alright, so I'm just gonna take you guys on a quick walking tour and do a little bit of a sightseeing here.
Yeah. I smell food. You smell it? Oh, babe. That looks awesome.
Now we also decided to get some takoyaki here as well since we were craving it.
Denden Town.
So as you guys heard me say there, this is Denden Town here at Nipponbashi in Naniwa Ward in Osaka. Denden Town is basically similar to Akihabara Electric Town in Tokyo. However, though, it's not as packed as Akihabara in Tokyo. So they sell a lot of electronic goods here, as well as anime, manga, collectibles, and all that good stuff. Anyways, we checked out Animate and a bunch of other stores. I did not film it, mainly because there's nothing really quite interesting. I'm not a very otaku guy like others, so yeah. For our next itinerary, we are now checking out Namba Yasaka Shrine. It's a Shinto shrine here in Osaka. Here is the famous lion head shaped building, measuring 12 meters high and 11 meters wide. After that, we headed out for dinner at some hole-in-the-wall kind of restaurant. There's not a lot of people, a lot of locals though, and we are trying out our first okonomiyaki. So for the rest of the evening, we just explored the local mall here in Namba area of Osaka. We are in Namba City / Namba Parks. Obviously, it's Christmas season right now, so there's Christmas decoration. We also got to check out their arcade area where we played some claw machines, got some mini stuffed toys, and now we are also checking out their Purikura station, mainly because, well, we want to, because we are in Japan after all, and Japan specializes in a lot of Purikura fun photo booths like these ones right here. So I'm not gonna show you guys the photo result, mainly because we played around with the effects a lot and there's a lot of ridiculousness factored into it. However though, it was a pretty fun experience and highly recommend you guys check this out if you're in Japan.
Several hours later.
Alright folks, so we are now on our final full day here in Japan. We are heading back to Tokyo from Osaka, and we are obviously taking the Shinkansen right here. Again, we reserved the green car for a slightly luxurious experience, but also to reserve a space for our luggage right here. So we chose this side of the Shinkansen mainly because this is where we will get to see Mount Fuji. You can stay tuned for that, or feel free to fast forward if you'd like.
This train is Nozomi number 370 bound for Tokyo. The Japan Rail Pass is not valid on this train. Ticket for Nozomi is required.
Just showing you guys the speed here of how fast the Shinkansen is going in miles per hour. So the Nozomi Shinkansen is one of the fastest Shinkansen here in Japan, and it can reach speeds up to 300 kilometers per hour, which translates to roughly around 186-187 miles per hour. However, if you have an itinerary to go to Hokkaido, then you're in luck because the fastest train of them all here in Japan is the Hayabusa Shinkansen, which reaches top speed of up to 320 kilometers per hour. I did not document this part, but we actually bought some bento boxes for lunch. It's a tonkatsu, and we got it from Shin Osaka Station, mainly because we didn't want to eat the expensive and minuscule Shinkansen food anymore. Alright folks, so I don't know if you can see it from the camera right here. I'm gonna zoom in real quick. There we go. That is the tip of Mount Fuji, and it looks like we're gonna see Mount Fuji fairly soon. Alright, so here you go guys. Here is an awesome view of Mount Fuji. Turned out to be a nice day today, and I took a bunch of photos, but also obviously this video.
詳しくは JR 東海ホームページをご覧ください。続きましてご案内です。ただいま進行方向向かいまして左側、富士山の全景がご覧いただけます。進行方向向かいまして左側、富士山の全景がご覧いただけます。ご案内でした。
Alright, so let me try and zoom in here for you guys and get a better view of Fuji-san. Alright, so hopefully that was pretty mesmerizing, pretty majestic in my opinion. I was really floored, and I'm glad that it turned out to be a nice day and a nice view for Mount Fuji. We are now at Shinagawa Station, where we will be getting off.
まもなく品川に到着です。お出口は右側です。この列車品川を出ますと次は終点の東京です。品川駅でお降りのお客様、お忘れ物ございませんでしょうか。今一度お手回り品お確かめください。特に携帯電話、切符、お土産物などお忘れ物大変多くなっております。今 今一度お手回り品お確かめください。また、お降りの時はお足元にご注意ください。特に小さなお子様連れのお客様はお子様の手をつないでお降りください。ご乗車ありがとうございました。まもなく品川に到着です。お出口は右側です。
After getting off at Shinagawa Station, we put our luggages in a coin locker and then we went to a different platform at Shinagawa Station to take KQ Main Line and head over to Tokyo Tower. But before that though, we are gonna check out Zojoji Temple. This is a beautiful yet old Buddhist temple that was established in 1393 here in Tokyo with some cool history. It's where 6 Tokugawa shoguns are actually buried. And the temple has this amazing super old gate from 1622 and rows of statues honoring lost children. Plus, it's right here by Tokyo Tower, so you get this awesome mix of old and new Tokyo in one spot. Definitely worth a visit if you guys are ever around the area. Alright, we are now at Prince Shiba Park, just right next to the Zojoji Temple, and you get a really nice view of Tokyo Tower here.
Alright guys, final day in Tokyo. Here's the Tokyo Tower.
Alright, so that was a weird quick preview of me trying to vlog for our next Japan trip. Just kidding guys, but anyways, here's the up close and personal view of Tokyo Tower itself. We hung around here until dusk and basically just chilled around, you know, took a lot of photos, ate some snacks, and obviously as you see in this video, I am working out, doing some pull-ups as well as, you know, dips and all that stuff. But anyways, if you guys stick around, I will be showing you guys our peculiar final stay hotel here in Tokyo, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Alright, so the name of the hotel is Henna Hotel. And here are the staff that is greeting us. We got 2 dinosaur breeds. I don't know what kind of breed they are. And this robot lady person thing, machine.
Welcome to Henna Hotel. Please use the touch panel to select your language.
So it's basically a self check-in here. You know, you scan your passport, follow the instructions on the keypad, all that good stuff.
Please proceed to kiosk machine to complete your check-in.
Now, the reason why we stayed in this hotel is because 1, it's nearby the Haneda airport, and 2, well, we've never experienced something like this in the United States, and so we wanted to try it out for ourselves.
Issuing a room card. The card issued is your room key. Please take the receipt. Please take the receipt.
Your check-in is now completed. We hope you have a wonderful stay at our hotel.
So that's about it. It's a pretty easy, no frills check-in. Just follow the instructions and all that stuff, and you're basically good to go.
21.
So as far as kits goes and whatnot, they have this self-serve body towels, toothbrush, combs, shavers, creams, and all that stuff here at the lobby.
Need another hairbrush?
Sorry. No. I'm good.
Alright, we are now at 2nd floor. Take you guys for a quick tour of our room. We are at room 232. Here is the hallway. Alright, we've arrived at our room. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour here, but another reason why we booked this hotel is actually we saw it on TikTok. And so we were inspired by it, but it all worked out mainly because it's nearby the airport. And so we were like, hey, let's go for it. It's just a once in a lifetime kind of experience. If we liked it, we'll stay here again. If not, then this is a nice experience to just kind of get.
It's like TikTok.
Oh wow.
So this is like a mini table slash dining area. And there's your remote for the TV as well as the AC, I suppose.
Oh, we're not gonna sleep together.
We got twin beds, guys, mainly because that was the only one that's available.
Yeah.
Can't really quite see outside because it was already dark. Show you guys the bathroom now though. And here it is. Obviously it has a bidet again because duh, we're in Japan. There's me. And here is the shower. Alright, and here is the chair that you can use for your dining table slash table and also to just kind of lounge around. Alright folks, so that wraps up our first time in Japan vlog series. If you made it this far in the video and if you're also a subscriber, maybe brand new one from this vlog series that I did, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for following along. If you're new to my channel, new to this video, you haven't seen the first, second, or third episode, I'll link it down in the description as well as pinned in the comments in case you want to check those out. But as I mentioned in this video, as well as my previous Japan vlog episodes, we were only here in Japan for about a week, and so we didn't really get to explore other hotspots here in Japan. However though, we will be back in Japan this November 2024. Actually, by the time this video is posted, we're probably already exploring Japan. But anyways, we will be back to explore new places, new experiences, and definitely new food places where I will actually try to do better and review the food, the atmosphere, and give you guys my honest and unbiased on-the-spot reaction. I am a vlog channel after all too, guys, and that's my roots when I first started out, so definitely stay tuned for more Japan vlog series coming in early 2025. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in this vlog series and all that stuff, and we'll catch you all in my next video. Peace.